You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a chilly day here in Gwinnett County. 53 degrees, going up to a high of 66. It went up, though, because early this morning, it was like 39. My daughter told me that because she went out the boat. Listen, y'all, she got up this morning. She was out the door at 5:45 to get in line by 7 o'clock. And guess what she said? It was 13 people already in the line in front of her at that time in the morning. People are serious about this thing. I don't have to say it. I'm sure by now everybody knows it's election day. And if you have not voted, please go out and do so. It's very important that you do that. I got to tell y'all a quick story before I get on with my news for today. So my mom tells me this morning that somebody in my family voted for Trump, right? And I said, really? She said, yeah. I said, why? She said, because she said he helped her. I said, helped her do what? And she said, I don't know. I said, well, did you? So here's my mom, right? A lot of times she asks questions about stuff like she shouldn't. The things she should ask about, she won't. I said, well, did you ask her? She's like, no, I didn't ask her. And I was like, I really want to pick up the phone and say, I'm just curious. I want to know why? Because I need to understand. And I almost believe that it's just her not knowing, because what she said was, what my mom did say she said was, he gave me money. And I was like, what money? You know, and part of me feel like people think that the stimulus package was him doing that. That was the Senate and the Congress. And that's the sad part about not understanding, not understanding politics. And I know it's that a lot of people just don't like politics. I happen to like politics, right? Like my daughter doesn't like it. She's like, oh my God, I'm just not interested in politics. My niece went to school. She's a political science major. That's what she majored in. She graduated with a degree in that, and she don't like politics. Nobody likes politics really but me. But and I try to educate people, but I feel like if the person voted for this person because they thought that they helped them, I just really want to know how they thought that. And then I feel like I need to use this type of platform to really educate people. Because here's the thing. You really need to understand why you vote for the people you vote for. So for me, it was pretty clear. It was very clear. Like all the other stuff, all the crap that they talk about, and I'm saying crap, but all the other stuff they talk about, what stuck out to me the most was that people, there were quite a few things, but what stuck out to me to the real most was that people, I'm talking about millions and millions of people, may not have health insurance. That's what stuck out to me the most. I didn't hear a plan. I never heard a plan. I'm waiting to hear the plan. All I can hear is going to be big, it's going to be huge, it's going to be amazing. That's not a plan. Those are adjectives. Let me just say that again. That's not a plan. Those are adjectives. So I never heard a plan. Had I heard an amazing plan, I might have swung my vote a different direction, because I am voting for the person that has my best interest at heart. Right? And for me, I have a pre-existing condition. My mom had a pre-existing condition. My husband has a pre-existing condition. Health insurance and health care is important. And I have great health insurance, so I've been told. And I still get big bills in the mail. So just imagine not having that at all, and I have nothing to go on, because all I heard is going to be great, it's going to be amazing, it's going to be huge, it's going to change. What is it? So for me, that was a big factor. Now, here's the crazy part. That person has a pre-existing heart condition. Yeah. So you go figure. Go figure. It was money over this pre-existing heart condition. It was money that the president did not even have anything to do with. Because here's the thing, and if they were smart, if the president had something to do with the money, the other stimulus package would have been passed by now, because he said, go big or go home. Nothing has happened. Everybody went home. So that should tell you right now, he doesn't have control over the money. Mitch McConnell does. And so that's who we need to get out the chair. But, something tells me he's going to win and stay in there. So I just found that interesting, that a family member who grew up straight up Democrat is a Republican based on some money that they think the president gave him that he did not, who also has a pre-existing heart condition. Go figure. I'm just saying, for me, that was a biggie. And I know there's a whole lot of issues on the table, right? But that, to me, that was huge. And the other thing that was extremely huge for me was dividing this country. Like, I don't want to be in a country divided. I do not. Right? I do not want to be in a country divided. I want to feel like I can. It's bad enough when I moved to Georgia. I feel like I can only go to certain parts of Georgia. Like, there are people told me, people that have become my friend, they're white. They go, oh yeah, don't go there. Like, I think it was Jasper County. They said, oh yeah, don't go to Jasper County. Because I'm black. They were forewarned. They can go to Jasper County, but they told me not to go. Like, well, you don't want to go to Jasper County. And I'm like, really? So when I moved to Georgia, because when I was in Jersey, I didn't feel frightened to go anywhere. Like, I would just go. I just didn't. When I moved to Georgia, it's like, okay, now where should I not go? I don't really leave too much outside of the metro area. Not really. I went to Helen. I went to Southern Cross Ranch. That was very nice. Everybody was very nice. But just trying to ride and get to those places, you riding on country roads, you don't know if the good old boys sitting in the bushes. Like that stuff is freaky to me. And I know it sounds crazy, but as a black woman in America, I don't feel safe to go everywhere. So I certainly don't want to have a country divided where I feel even less safe. I mean, I don't want that. And so right now, our country is freaking divided. And prayerfully, people would keep their heads on straight. But I could tell you from looking at the news yesterday and businesses boarding up their businesses, they don't believe that that's going to happen. So they have shut down. So, they have put up boards. They're trying to protect their stuff because they're expecting people to lose their mind, because I think a lot of people feel the president is going to lose. Me, when I went to bed 4 years ago on election night around 11:59, I was like, I'm going to bed. And I woke up the next morning and Trump was the president. I was like, oh, well, got to do what we got to do. Let's move forward. I didn't go to bed thinking, man, they're going to tear up the city. I didn't go to bed thinking that. Today I'm saying, let me make sure I got enough bullets for my gun. Because I got a gun, right? I got enough bullets. Let me make sure of that, because I don't know. This house is strapped with guns. And we never had guns before. But when all of this stuff started, everybody in the house got a gun. It's crazy. So you come up in here, you're going to get messed up. But I've never in my life thought about having a gun. Ever. Like, that has never crossed my mind. My husband and I stood in line for 3 hours to buy guns. When I tell y'all, that's how crazy it is. So I don't want someone in that high position like that is dividing this country. I want to be able to go where I want to go and feel like I'm safe. And I do not. I do not feel that way. You know what I mean? And so I could not understand the person lives in Albany, Georgia, which is predominantly black, run by a pretty much white government, right? And the people down there, I feel sometimes, I don't understand. Like, I went there, I'm not going to get on it. That's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different show. But anyway, I just found that pretty amazing. I really, really, really want to pick up the phone and say, why? Right? But I know when I do that, the person is going to take it the wrong way. They're going to take it that I'm judging them, because anytime I say anything, to them, it's a judgment. So I'm not going to pick up the phone and say why. Because I know if I do, it's going to be like you're judging me. And I'm not judging. I just want to understand why. Like, what would make you, with a pre-existing heart condition, vote for someone who is threatening to take away your medical insurance? Who's voting, who's going to probably take away your Social Security? Things like, the things that's going to affect, and it's not going to affect me just yet. The insurance part, maybe. But the Social Security, I still got a minute for that. So but how about this? I may not ever get Social Security in that instance. I may not ever be eligible. It may never happen for me because it may be gone. So I just found that really interesting. I was like, wow, like, really? You really? And my mom, I said, did you ask why? And she's like, no. And I'm thinking, that was a question you should ask why on. Like, the other questions you ask why on, we don't care about those. But she wants the hard questions. The questions that annoy us, she asks us why all day long, 29 times. We're like, listen, we don't want to talk about that. But the question she should say, ask questions, she won't do that. She won't, and we tell her that all the time. She get mad at us when we tell her that. Like, why you ask about that? Because my mother wants to run everything. That's just older people, y'all. That's just who she is. All right, so let's get on with the show. Today is National Sandwich Day. I've been so wrapped up in all of this hoopla around this election. I'm so glad it's going to be over today. Well, it may be over this week, maybe this month, but at least we ain't got to worry about going to vote as we've been voting. That I forgot it's National Entrepreneur Month. How could I forget that? Today is National Sandwich Day, but it's also National Entrepreneur Month. So let's celebrate the entrepreneurs out there. So happy Entrepreneur Month to all of my peers in the entrepreneur space. Happy Entrepreneur Month to you guys. I know. Let me tell y'all something. We work hard, like we do, and anybody who is running a business right now, they will tell you they probably worked so hard as an entrepreneur more than they work hard in their whole life, right? And I'm telling you, it's just because and don't get it wrong now, we love what we do, but there are times we just want to throw up our hands like, yeah, I'm done with this. Why did I do this? And then we have to go back and think about why we started. It's not easy a lot of times. I don't think it ever gets easy. Even when you get to the level of success that you want to get to, I don't think it ever gets easier. Because remember, who wrote the song More Money, More Problems? I think it was it Jay-Z? More money, more problems. It's the truth. I feel like companies, when they get bigger, they still have problems. I look at big companies now. Like my daughter worked for a company that make $933 million, almost $1 billion. They have so many problems on a daily basis. And I say to myself, well, how is that possible? Like, you got the revenues to take care of the problem. This is my thinking, and I'm probably being totally naive. You got the money to take care of the problems. Why are you having this type of problem? And I don't know. But I do know that we work hard. And so celebrating an entrepreneur in your life or someone you know is an entrepreneur, just say, hey, happy entrepreneur. Send them some candy. Send them some flowers. Send them a journal. We like to journal, y'all. That's part of that whole mindset. Send some journals out, because we work hard. We take really big risks most of the time. Risks that people probably would pass out from taking. Right? We take them. We bet on an idea that we don't know if it's going to work or not. We do this thing called entrepreneurship. A lot of times alone is lonely. It's just a lot we do, but I can't see myself really, there are days when I was like, I don't want to do this no more. And I may take a day off and like, yep, let me get back at it. But there are days where I just want to throw it in sometimes. Like, I am tired. I'm stressed out. Nothing is going the way it's supposed to go today. And then I have to go back and I got to go listen to a podcast. I got to go watch a YouTube video. I got to do some meditations. I got to journal about 12 times. And then I'm back on track again. But let me tell you, it's hard. So, when you see a person and that's all they do, like, this is all I do, y'all. This is all I do. This is my life, and so and speaking of life, sometimes we lose out on life because we're running this business. We forget about the family, the friends. Nothing is important other than running this business and being successful. And that's not an equal balance. And sometimes it's hard to balance, especially in the beginning, or especially if you got a humongous goal that you're trying to reach, especially if you're not clear about which way you're supposed to be going. Like, you could lose yourself in the business, but listen, a lot of us do it because we love it. I love it. Yeah, it give me headaches. Yeah, I got a bunch of gray hair because of it. But I love it. I can't see myself doing anything else. Even when I want to throw my hands and say, I ain't doing this no more. I come right back to it. Because I told y'all yesterday, they're going to put me in a box and I'm going to be still working. I'm probably going to be up in heaven with God. Like, listen, God, we need to launch a new cloud. We need to invent some new angels. That'd be me. He probably like, listen, my child, go sit down somewhere. That's probably what he'd be telling me. All right, let's go ahead and get on with your horoscopes, brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Dawson for today, Tuesday, Election Day, November the 3rd. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Problems with gas, oil, or water in your home may disrupt your routine. You will meet new romantic partners if you get involved in seminars or travel. Don't be too eager to dismiss someone who works under you. All right, listen here, Aries. Don't be too eager to dismiss somebody. Listen to what they have to say. That's sometimes we just don't want to listen because we think we know it all. Shut your mouth and listen to what the person have to say, because what they say may be very important. You don't know everything. Sometimes you think you know everything, but you don't know everything. Just listen for a second and don't dismiss somebody. You can hurt their feelings. Right? Because you think you know it all. Because sometimes we get like that. That's called ego. Your ego is a little bit, listen, ego, that's all I'm saying. I was about to say something else, but I won't. All right. Taurus, put your thoughts into action. You can invest in profitable ventures. You might have a problem hanging on to your money today. Put your thoughts into action. Yeah, just sitting around planning is one thing, but you got to put them plans into action. So whatever you're thinking about, make a move on it. Nothing happens until something moves. So put it into action today, Taurus. Gemini, deal with the in-laws today. Channel your energy into projects that will enhance your home. Underhandedness regarding legal matters or contracts may be counteracted. Watch it back today, Gemini. Somebody's trying to do some underhandedness. So watch yourself and put your energy into projects that's going to enhance your home. Make your home beautiful. I was sitting in my bedroom yesterday, and I have I told y'all I have like 18 books that I have not read, brand new. I am reading one now. I'm reading, so years ago I bought The Success Principles by Jack Canfield, and I read it. This was years ago, and I had the audio and everything. Recently, he released a workbook, and I was like, I was looking at one of his videos, and I was like, you know what? Let me get the workbook, and I actually like the workbook because it's a condensed version of the book. The book is huge, so I'm gonna tell you right now. If you want to read the book, you can read it, but it is big. But this is a condensed version. So he took out 17 chapters that he thought was really, really powerful, and he turned it into a workbook, and you got to do the work. And so I started doing that yesterday. And there was a reason I was telling y'all this story, but I lost my train of thought because someone texted me. But anyway. Oh, I know what I was saying. So in my bedroom, I was thinking about putting up some shelves to put my books on because I have so many books. I have a lot of books, period. But I have a lot in my bedroom. And I was like, you know what? Maybe if I get like some floating shelves or bookshelves and put them on the wall, now it looks nice and neat versus just stacked up on the dresser. So I think I'm going to do that this weekend. I think I'm going to get me some floating shelves and put my books on the bookshelf. Enhance my house because I'm here all the time. I'm here so much. I used to be out and about, and I was in Atlanta, and I was networking, and I was in Swanee networking, and I was downtown Lawrenceville networking, and I was over in Duluth networking. Because of COVID-19, I have not been networking. I was in Decatur networking. I was everywhere. Because of COVID-19, I have not been networking. So I've been working on trying to make my office and my bedroom and, the house conducive to me being very comfortable in it. Because I didn't have, when you're out going all the time, you don't really pay the house too much attention. Now that I'm just sitting in the house a lot of times after I get finished doing what I got to do, if I got to eat them in the house, now it's like, okay, I see I need to just, I need to make it feel like I need to make it feel. So that was that. Cancer, don't gamble unless you can afford to lose. Your input into your activities will help bring you closer together. You will be able to contribute a great deal to organizations that you join. Listen here, don't gamble if you can't afford to lose. I don't know what that means for you, Cancer, but just know if you can't afford to lose whatever it is you about to gamble on, don't do it. That's all it's saying. That one little statement right there is super duper powerful. I'm feeling it all in my spirit right now. If you can't afford to lose whatever it is you about to gamble on, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't even care about the rest of what Michael had to say. That part. Leo, don't be too eager to cut those who have disappointed you from your life. Help if you can, but be more than likely, it will be sufficient just to listen. You can make wonderful contributions to any organization that you join. I feel like I just stumbled through that whole horoscope. Let me read it again, y'all. Don't be too eager to cut those who have disappointed you from your life. Help if you can, but more than likely, it will be sufficient just to listen. You can make wonderful contributions to any organizations that you join. Yeah, don't be too quick. If somebody has disappointed you, don't be too quick to cut them off. Not today, Leo. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. Maybe you put too many expectations on them. Maybe it was you that put too many expectations on them. Let me tell you something. When you put a lot of expectations on people, expect them to disappoint you. Because people are people, and they will disappoint you. But that doesn't mean you have to cut them out your life. You need to step back and ask yourself, did I put too much on them? Did I ask too much from them? Because a lot of times it's our fault because we give them too much. We expect too much, and they're not willing to give it, or they're not in the position to give, or they don't have the capacity to give what you're looking for, what you're asking for, what you're expecting, what you're requesting. It's your fault probably So fall back. Don't cut them out your life. Just say, you know what? I realize now I can't put all that on them. That's what you do. You take responsibility. Did you give them too much stuff? I do that all the time. Okay. So I realize this person is this way. So I can't trust them to do certain things because they're not going to do it. I won't believe that they're going to do certain things because they lie. They don't manage money right, so I can't trust them next. So I look at that. I don't cut them out. I just like, can't. I know exactly what I can and can't not trust them with, and I don't. And that's how you got to be. And I'm sure people like that about me. Like, yeah, we know Audrey is very wary. You know, she lives in this world, so we can't trust her to do this thing. Now, they can trust me to do a lot of stuff, and trust me, there's a lot of people that trust me to do a lot of stuff because they know I'm going to do it. But there are some things they know I ain't going to trust her to do that. I ain't going to even expect her to do that because she's not going to do it. You know, she's watching Aliens right now. She's not going to do it. Or she's watching Fat People, as my husband could say. I watch 600 Pound Life. It's one of my favorite shows. All right, listen, keep going. Virgo, your lover may feel rejected. You need some rest. Restrictions may be difficult for you to live with. Oh, your lover is feeling rejected and you need some rest. Why don't y'all just take a vacation together? Take a short vacation after this election. I need one. I want to go. I was going to go away this like Friday, right? I was like, I'm going away. I need 2 days. Then I thought about it. Where am I going? Because the places I want to go, I have to drive through places that I don't feel safe. And I was going by myself. I was like, okay, I need some days alone because I need to just take my stuff and work and quiet with no distractions. But then I thought about where the heck I'm going. Because everywhere I like to go, I got to drive through places that I certainly wouldn't feel safe driving through by myself. So that kind of cuts that out, the places I want to go. Normally when he and I go together, I'm cool with that. Like, okay, my husband with me, I'm cool. Now I'm talking about going by myself. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. But anyway, Virgo, if he or she is feeling rejected and you need some time to rest, take some time and spend some time together. You rest, make him or her feel loved, and come back home. And deal with the restrictions that you may not be able to live with. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noda the Astrologer, Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned.
Think I'll try this a new way. I'm gonna show you the tricks that I know. I'm getting tired of talking, and I need more of a show right now. It's time that you made your mind up. 'Cause lately all it ever feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me up tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around. No, I won't be turning around. It's the right time. You feeling alright? I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. I think I'll do it on my way. I'm gonna show you what I'm going through. Get you out of your comfort zone. 'Cause I need more of the truth right now. It's time that you made your mind up. 'Cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me up tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around. No, I won't be turning around. 'Cause the right
It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. And we're going to pick it up with Libra. Delays are evident. Get busy on projects that improve your own image. You'll have the discipline to succeed. Look before you leap. Yes, discipline. That is a key word in success. Discipline. Every day, 4 days a week, 10 a.m. It's called discipline. I was so tempted this morning. I woke up starving. So that's to give you one sign. And my uncle and I have to go out. And I said to him, man, I am hungry. And he said, me too. And I was so tempted to say, listen, let's just go. I'm gonna do the show from my phone and let's go and get us some breakfast. But I was like, nope, you go down, you do your show, and then you go and get you something to eat. So as soon as we get off the show, I'm out. And he and I going to get us something to eat because we both are hungry this morning. Like, I'm normally not that hungry in the morning. I woke up hungry. I think it's because I had a really light dinner. Like, I had coconut shrimp. And it was just like a little bit. Like, it was literally like maybe a quarter cup. But I don't know, it made me really full. So I was like, I'm full. I don't want anything else. And I woke up hungry this morning. Scorpio. A long discussion is in order if you wish to clear the air. Hassles with close friends or family will put a damper on your day and result in isolation and loneliness. Use your quick wit to win points and friends. All right, listen. A long discussion is in order to clear the air. Clear the air. Here's the thing. Nobody knows what you're thinking, right? You don't know what they're thinking. So just talk it out and then clear the air. That way you don't have to guess. Because here's the thing. People will make up stories. If you sit back and don't say anything, you're going to let people make up their own stories. And it may not be a story that puts you in a favorable light. And I don't understand why people do that. Like, just talk about it, what it is. Whether you like the outcome or not, at least you've talked about it. And that way people can't make up stories about things because you haven't talked about it. Because people will make up their own stories. And they'll tell somebody the story they make up. And it's something that they totally, let me tell you something. I know people who make up fantastical stories. The stuff did not even happen, didn't even come close to happen. And I'm saying to myself, you do know you just made that whole thing up. Like, they tell me the story, it's a straight made up story. Never happened, nobody ever said it. I'm sitting there looking like, wow, I just made that whole thing up. I mean, totally. So here's the thing, Scorpio, talk it out. I don't know why people are so afraid to open up their mouths and talk. I'm not. Especially when it comes to my life. But some people just won't talk for nothing. Like, they'll sit there and hold everything in, expecting everything to go away. It's not going to go away. It's going to get worse. Because you don't have the guts to talk it out. So talk it out. If people say something you don't like, so what? At least they know your position and where you stand. I know some people won't talk it out to save their own life. And I can't tell you why, but I know some people, you ain't got to talk it out with them. They're going to make up a story. They're going to make it up just as sure, and they're going to tell somebody after they make it up, and it's going to be totally fabricated. Because they didn't talk to anybody. The person wouldn't talk to them. They just made it up. And then you got people who sit around, and they won't say anything. They just sit there on like a bump on a log, and they think things are going to change because they don't talk. No, things get worse. They get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I don't understand it, but you got some people like that. Sagittarius, entertainment could cost you more than you expect. Someone you care about may let you down or criticize your methods. Opportunities for new friendships are apparent. Yeah. Here we go again. Someone you care about may let you down or criticize your methods. Here's the thing, Sag. Don't let anybody criticize your methods, and don't let anybody, don't let them let you down. Because don't put so much trust in people. That's the problem with a lot of people. We put so much trust in people, and then when they let us down, we pissed off. Don't. Put trust in yourself. Trust in your abilities. Trust in who you are. And trust me, I know that's hard sometimes, because sometimes you feel like, oh my God, what am I doing? Right? So then you want to put your trust in somebody else because you feel like they can help you do it better than you can. And 9 times out of 10, they can't, because they're not equipped with what you're equipped with to do what you need to get done. They're equipped with what they're equipped with to do what they need to do to get it done. But we want to put it off on them because we feel like it's too hard for us, and we expect them to do it, and it's not going to happen because it's not their fight. It's not their journey. It's not their mission. It's not their passion, and it's not their vision. Capricorn, try to visit a country that excites you. Wouldn't I love to? Someone you live with may feel totally neglected. You may find a rare antique today. Okay, Capricorn, you may find something very rare. Hold on to it and get it appraised. Yes, I'll be wishing to find something like that. I do. You find that rare piece, you hold on to it, get it appraised, and figure out what you want to do with it. Do you want to hold it? Knowing me, I will hold it. I hold everything. I'm very sentimental like that. My mother be like, we should sell this. I'm like, we're not selling it. Like, we had a house. I wish we would have sold that house, though. Yeah, that's a story for another day. It was my fault because I wanted to hold it. And I made some really bad, I made some really, really, really bad decisions with that house. Really, 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 really bad. But I stopped beating myself up about 5 years ago because I did it. My mom didn't want to do it. I did. I made some bad decisions. We'll talk about that on another real estate. We'll have a real estate conversation one day. Because I'm going to be bringing on some really, really good people in the future. I'm going to be bringing on people to talk about stock and real estate investing, investment clubs. Because listen, Gwinnetians, here's the thing. The more you know, the better the more you know, the more you can do. They say when you know better, you do better, right? I'm around some amazing people. And I was like, crap, just this morning, I was like, wait a minute. This person knows the stock market like they know their social security number. I need to get them on the show. And so I'm going to have on somebody talking about real estate investing and stock investments and what the heck is a mutual fund. And I know all these things, but I need them to talk a little bit more about it. How to start an investment club and what is a home office mean? Now, it's called, it's not called a home. It's called the office. That means something other than going to work, y'all. That's what rich people do. They got this thing called the office. And it's not going to work. It's not even going to a business. It's all about wealth building. We're going to bring on some amazing people moving forward. I'm so excited about that, because I feel like I live here amongst some great people, but we can do better because when you know better, you do better. So expect me to have on really, really good guests that's going to really encourage you and empower you and inspire you. So that's going to be exciting. So Georgetta's working on those guests right now, and I'm excited, because those people are going to talk about things that you may not have even thought about, how to protect your family, how to create this generational wealth that we talk about all the time, how to start, a $1 million Shopify store. Those type of people, those are the people we're going to be talking to. So know that through the expansion of this show, I got good things planned. Good things, excited. So my Gwinnetians and all of you non-Gwinnetians who listen to the show, be prepared for some good stuff coming up in the next 90 days because we got it coming. All right. Aquarius, try to deal with it quickly. Don't dwell on past regrets. Avoid any erratic behavior or it could cause isolation at home. If you act with anger, you may blow the relationship. Take your time, step back, Aquarius, breathe for a second, and think before you speak and think before you act. All right? Don't dwell on the past because we cannot change the past, so don't stay there. I was annoyed this morning when my mother told me about the person in the family that voted for Trump, and I just got instantly annoyed, because I felt like do you see what? And she said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I'm just annoyed right now, but I won't stay this way all day. Just let me get this out my system right now, and then I'll be fine after that." And I was fine. I went in there and I did my journaling. I burnt my sage and I burnt my candles. All that good stuff that I do every morning. And, I was fine. Speaking of that, my daughter is starting a new business. I'm so excited for her because she's so happy about it. When you can find something that you're passionate about, that's a good thing. And she started some things before, but I really, really feel like, because, she came to me, she had already did some things that I didn't have to say, hey, did you do this? Did you do this? She had already did things. Well, it's probably because, I was going to tell her to do it anyway. But she had already did some things. I'm like, oh, hey, girl, do your thing. So I'm excited for her. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. Home improvement projects will go well if you delegate work to all family members. Attend to things that you should have done yesterday. Lending and borrowing may be a problem. I will not do either or either. Okay? I don't know about you, fish, but listen, I just talked about the home improvements. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm going to put me up some shelves to put my books on because I do have space for that. So that's what I'm going to do. So my weekend project this weekend, I got 2. One is to put some shelves up in my room so I can get up, and I need to go through all my magazines. I got so many, y'all. I need to throw away magazines, put up some shelves, and then I'm going to paint on Sunday. I got a new rug that I need to come out. I know I got the rug chest. Listen, go ahead and buy your rug. Go to therugchest.com and pick out one of my beautiful rugs. I'm even making some changes to that business. So I'll be talking about that more later. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. Now let's go. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Michael Thyssen. Now let's get on to some news you can use. So I told y'all earlier, people were at the polls this morning. My daughter got left out at 5:45, and folks was already in the line. They was serious. You hear me? Polling opened at 7 o'clock, and it was cold. She said it was 39 degrees. But she's like, I got to go get this done because she just didn't have the time during the week to get it done. And she didn't know that they voted. I thought I told her, but she said she didn't know that they voted on the weekends because she would have gone then. And see, that I'm thinking like, okay, I talk about this every day, and you're right in the house with me. How could you not have known that? She said she didn't know. And I thought she did. But people were there. I see, like, if you look at AJC.com, which is a Atlanta Journal-Constitution, people are in line. This lady got her chair. She got a blanket. She's ready. They told you to come prepared because we don't know what it's going to be like for the rest of the day. We really don't. So the lines may be long. It's cold outside. People have gotten, they going to vote. This woman got her hat on. She got a chair. She got a blanket. She got it all. Now, let me tell you how important this election was. We thought that when President Obama was running for election, we thought that was important. We even thought the last 4 years election with Hillary and Trump was important. This election was so important. Listen to this, y'all, because I can't make this up, and I think this is smart, though. Until people started turning to dating apps to tell people to go out and vote. Yes, some kind of way, according to Gwinnett Daily Post, some kind of way, if you want a dating app, there's a way for you to put your location somewhere, even if you don't live in that location. And people were putting up their pictures and profiles and stuff in these locations where people weren't getting out to vote. And when people become their friends and try to date them, like, listen, did you vote? I'm like, what? They got a hashtag out called #DateSaveAmerica. I am not lying. I'm not making this up. This hashtag is a hashtag Date Save America. Yeah, Grindr, Tinder, Hinge. I've never heard of some of these dating apps. Everybody was like putting in their location and getting people out. It's a huge article on Gwinnett Daily Post. You got to check it out. I can't make this stuff up. Here's the thing, though. That is super duper smart. That is so smart till it's like unbelievable. And so you trying to get people to vote, especially in battleground states where people just weren't getting out. They were like, listen, let's hit them. Everybody's looking for love, right? In the midst of it all, everybody wants some love. And so Tinder, Grindr, Hinge, whatever else, they were all like, yep, go ahead, change your location, set up your profile, go out and vote. That's crazy. Somebody even set up a whole WhatsApp group. And they was like, they got 50 influencers in that group to help them get the votes out. Let me tell you, this thing is serious. When you start going to your dating app to send out voting messages, oh yeah, that's when you know it's serious. I can't make it up. I mean, it's a long story. Go to GwinnettDailyPost.com. It's called Swipe Right. People are using dating apps to reach voters. Check it out on Gwinnett Daily Post. You'll like it. I was like, holy crap, never heard of such a thing. But listen, today, nothing really blows my mind. Nothing can really, nothing surprises me. Not today. I thought that was pretty cool, though. I really, 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 really did. Thought that was pretty cool. All right, I'm going to the song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Understand the things that we want, but you keep coming back. I want love you don't know, so why are you here? Yeah, I should take it back so that you don't know where my heart is at. Ooh. can change the past. Don't wanna complicate things. Maybe if I asked, was any of it real? Was it real? There's only one thing left to do. My heart is breaking on you, so I'll say goodbye. Let's put the sun back in the sky. Tired of crying, don't call me back, just say I'll say goodbye. Tired of crying, don't call me back, just say goodbye. There's only one thing. Let's put the sun back in the sky. Tired of crying, don't call me back, just say I'll say goodbye. Yeah, I'll say goodbye. Don't call me back, just say goodbye. Let's put the sun back in the sky. Tired of crying, don't call me back, just say I'll say goodbye. Tired of crying, don't call me back, just say goodbye.
Welcome back. So listen, I think I talked about this last year. They have kiosks in like Kroger's and some other stores where you can go and renew your tags and things like that here in Gwinnett County. So now drivers can now pay their insurance fines and renew their tags at 2 additional motor vehicle self-service kiosks, which bring the number of kiosks in the county to 8, which is pretty cool because now if you don't want to go to motor vehicles or you don't have the time, you can go to one of these kiosks and take care of your business. You know, if you got insurance fines, you can pay it at the kiosk. If you're trying to renew your tags, you can pay it at the kiosk. I can tell y'all this from coming from Jersey. Whenever it was time to go to our registration, like, oh my God, I got to go to motor vehicles. When I moved here and I could drive through to get my registration and my tags, I was like really like drive through like a window. They was like, yeah, like drive through. I thought that was the best thing ever. So now the fact that they have these extra kiosks located in the Kroger's where you can just walk up to the kiosk and do what you got to do is self-service. I mean, I think that's great. That's great. You ain't got to do no special trip. You're going in Kroger's anyway, so you might as well go ahead and renew your tags and pay your insurance fine so you don't get any more tickets, right? And then you got to turn around and pay some extra fines. So handle your business, right? Anyway, the new kiosk can be found at Kroger Singleton Square, located at 6050 Singleton Rd in Norcross. And there's also one located at Kroger Midway Plaza, which is located at 910 Atlanta Highway in Loganville. So that's good to know. Yeah, like I think that's so, like people have, they said the percentage of people using it have jumped to 157%, especially due to the pandemic. From 33,000 renewals last year in September, 80 to 85,000 renewals this year. Yes, last year in September, they did 33,000 renewals at these kiosks. This year, they did 85,000, and the year's still young. Not really. It's almost over. Now, be forewarned. The kiosk does accept debit and credit cards, but there's a convenience fee of $2 in Gwinnett County and $3 in other counties. So if you go and renew your tags at other places, there's a convenience fee. $2.95 at Kroger stores. And up to 10 vehicles may be renewed under one convenience fee. So you can renew, if you got to renew for the whole family and you want to pay that $2.95, listen, you got to pay for convenience, right? Don't think that you don't, because otherwise you can go get in a tagline at the motor vehicles. They got to make money too. Listen, it's all about the mighty dollar, baby. Stop playing. But anyway, if you got questions about these kiosks, you can call 770-822-8818. Again, that number is 770-822-8818. I like it. I think it's great, especially when anything that's going to make my life easier, I'm all for it. I certainly am. So there's a Bob's Burger coming. It's going to be at a kiosk. Let me tell y'all something. Yeah, I'm not mad. Do what you got to do. Here's the thing. If you got a kiosk, you don't have a whole lot of overhead. Anyway, 2 years ago, Bob's Burgers took over Fred Meats and Bread. Now it looks as if the show could be opening up a pop-up in Gwinnett County. Yes, there's going to be a pop-up. According to filings obtained by What Now Atlanta, the Fox animated comedy will spring to life in Sugarloaf Mills Malls. It's speculated that the eatery at 5900 Sugarloaf Parkway could be associated with a long-running sitcom. It's a movie. It has a movie spinoff of Bob's Burger. The movie is scheduled to release in 2021 after being delayed due to coronavirus. So Bob's Burgers is going to have a pop-up here in Gwinnett County. That's kind of cool. Now listen, that's some great marketing. You hear what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Think about that for a second. That is some really great marketing. I'm buying me a tent because Good Morning Gwinnett is going to be popping up. Yeah. Yep. I think that's pretty cool. You gotta pivot. You gotta figure out what you're gonna do. Listen, you gotta think outside the box. You gotta be creative. You gotta do all of these things. So, if they're gonna do a pop-up Bob's Burger, people gonna love that. Especially people that like the movie. If they like the movie, they're gonna go out and get a burger. I think it's great. Yep, I think it's great. All right, listen, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go to my last song, and then I'm going to come back and give you my word of inspiration for the day. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for today. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration. And I thought this was pretty cool. So here goes. Sometimes breaking the rules is extending the rules. I like that. I like that. I'm going to read it again. I'm going to tell you why. Sometimes breaking the rules is extending the rules. Mary Oliver said that, and she was right. Sometimes, and let me tell y'all something. In the last 4 years, we've seen a ton of rules being broken. But when you think about that on the positive side, those rules have totally been extended, because now there are new things that can happen. There are new things that can happen in the White House. There's new things that can happen in business. There's new things that can happen in life. Rules have been broken, right? They have been broken, but they have always also extended the way you do things, extended the way you think about things, and that's the upside. Yes, so many have been broken, but so many have been extended, so many. And you just look at your life for a second. Think about the things that have been extended in your life because of everything that we're living through right now. Everything. Has your patience been extended? Has your forgiveness been extended? Has your gratitude been extended? Yes, the rules were broken, but they were also extended. You got to look at the upside, because there is an upside. There's an upside to it all. I know for some of us, it doesn't look like it because we're in the middle of the mess, but there's an upside to it all. And I think if we just try to remember that, we will be okay. We're going to be okay anyway, because we are the United States of America, and we're fucking proud. Listen, that's all I got for you today. Go out and vote. Vote with your heart. Vote with your mind. Vote with good sense. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. Put your mask on. Stay safe. And until next time, y'all, make it a great day. Bye now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.